Good afternoon, Rotary. Welcome all to the Irving Las Colinas Rotary Club, sometimes referred to as the New Club. It is great to see each and every one of you. Glad you're here with us. Will you please stand? Dr. Bill Barr is going to lead us in our prayer this day.
And to the best of my knowledge, we have no one person that we need to lift up separately. That's a good day. And that stuff that came out of the sky last night, that's rain. It's about it's talking about that Bible. You can read it in there. Join in spirit of prayer. Eternal God, we give you thanks for the blessings of this day, for this club, this great work we do in our community. We ask your spirit to be upon us, to be upon our work, to be upon this food, to take it to the nourishment of our bodies, and to keep us this day in your peace. In the name of Christ. Amen. Amen.
All right, President-elect, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Federal affairs, please join me on and recite the pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Awesome. I invite y'all to please be seated. Friends, at this time we're going to introduce our visiting Rotarians and guests. As soon as Donna's done talking to Bob Bourgeois in the back, and we can proceed. Good to see you, Bob. Welcome. Welcome back, Aaron. Yes, will you do the honors?
Senator's oldest son, I think.
I'm quick to grow.
You're here with us, you can. Glad to have you both here. Summer, it's good to see you. Thank you, friends. Well, today I got all dressed up because we have a special presentation to make. So I'm going to call Rick Lindsay forward to make that presentation.
Good afternoon, Rotary. It's always a pleasure for me to be in this big room and hear the echo chamber. Yes. So how's everybody?
Over here.
Good, good. Well, it's an honor and a pleasure for me today to recognize a fellow, not a fellow, Rotarian. She joined 29 years ago down in a little town called Grove, which anybody know where that is? They go to Houston, go to Beaumont, go. I don't know, it's right on the border on the bay going to Louisiana. But anyway, so she joined Rotary down there. She was the president in 2001 of the Beaumont Rotary Club. Shortly after, she moved to Irving, Texas, where she joined this club, and she served in many capacities. So it is an honor for me today to ask our past district governor, Max DeClack, to come forward and talk a little bit about what she's done and how. So if you all please clap. David, past president, Bob, past president, I'd like for y'all to join me up here also. Robert also, like for Robert to join me up here. I'm overlooking any past presidents. I talked to Patty, she's over, she's screaming in. So thank you. I talked to Linda that had an obligation. I'm guessing she's probably on number 17. But anyway, thank you all for joining me up here. So I'm going to ask Robert just a few minutes to make some comments, but our club has a history of district governors. We had a gentleman in 1962, 63 served as the president of this club, Leo Jackson. The following year, Leo went to be the district governor for the county. I think it was District 581 or something.
It was 581.
Yeah. So he was the district governor 1963-64. A few years later, Peter Owens was the president of this club in 1971 and 72. He became the district governor in 1976 and 77. Fast forward 40-something years. We have a lady who was the president of this club in 2016, 17. And shortly thereafter, in 2021, 22, just last year, she was the district governor for District 5810. So it's an honor for us today to be able to recognize all those years of service. So I'm going to ask Robert Olson, past president, to talk about what is involved as you are a president of a Rotary Club, what kind of commitment that is. And he's the only person I know that I've ever met that has 3 stars on his pin. So let's have Robert explain to us a little bit. Coach, want to talk about what it means? Put you on the spot.
You did put me on the spot. Well, I didn't realize Rick was announcing that Max was the president of the.
It was actually Rose. I was a member of president of Rose.
In 2001, 2002. And I didn't really realize until he said that was the same year that I was the president of the Las Colinas Rotary Club before our club merged. And then, of course, our club merged about 14 years ago. Max was the president in 2016, 17. So it was an honor to serve under your leadership during that time. You're going to see this in a minute, Max, and the club will see it, but we were just talking about the significance of 3 stones in this ring, or in this pin. And these are to indicate your years of presidency. But I'm mindful of the fact that, and I should be careful saying this because Lance and our future presidents are the audience, but you know, being a president of Rotary Club is a minimum of 3-year commitment. Chris, you should come up here as president.
Yes.
Please come.
President shows up late, yes.
Right on time.
Right. But as you know, every president serves a year as president-elect, they serve a year as president, and they serve a year as the immediate past president. And while the immediate past president is not as busy as the other 2, it's a significant time. And this club has a part of our club called the Past President's Council that's going to meet on September 1st. I'll just put that in at 10:30 before our board meeting, but it's twice a year. All of our past presidents that are available gather, and we provide some of that leadership to the current president, and we try to plan ahead. And really, the Past President's Council began to put through this 5-year transition, which continues last row into the following year, so we have some more years past presidents. But I'm just mindful back that
you made that 3-year commitment 3 different times. As President-elect, President, past President Rhodes, President-elect, President, past President of Irving, Las Colinas, and Governor-elect, Governor, and now past District Governor. I think the big one in the middle is not the governor. That's, we're just giving that to you in advance as international president. We haven't had one of those in our club. So
Yes.
agree with me on that. This club exists 87 years after it began because, or 85 years after it began, because of the leadership we had there at the time, and that continues with the leadership that we have today. So, to all of our past presidents and to our third past district governor,
thank you, Coach. Well said. Well, Max, are you doing anything now for Rotary? Come on up here close. I'm going to give you the microphone. That may be a mistake, but what you have going on now as the, what's the proper term, past district? Immediate past. I got it. I got it. So, follow Crystal to presentation. Crystal, would you come shortly? Would you make the presentation?
Yes. But I have enough.
Woo!
Very kind, and I really do appreciate it. So, to answer the question about what I do now, yes, I'm still very active with the district. In fact, we had a strategic planning session district-wide to prepare for my year as district governor. And it was a 3-year plan. And so Howard, our current district governor, has asked me to now chair strategic planning. So I am looking for volunteers to help with strategic planning if any of you are interested. And even more importantly, I'm serving on the foundation committee and I'm in charge of quest building. So if any of you have not already put Rotary in your wheels, please do so. You know, you might be able to contribute so much more that way than you can today. I always tell people I'm worth more to Rotary dead than alive.
Not true.
But hopefully they don't get to benefit from that soon. But I'd love to help anybody get involved in giving to Rotary Foundation in the long term through your request. That's what I do today.
All right, very good. Thank you, man.
Yes.
Well, President, I'm sorry, you should have been up here, but we need you to join us up here for a photograph. President Shane with it. So let's get a quick photograph. All right, another round of applause for past district governor.
All right, without further ado, Laura Lanning is going to introduce our program. One that needs a little introduction.
fortunate enough to have Irving School Foundation come talk to us about supplies for success. Now that the school year has kicked in again, we're ready to hear some updates on that and what's going on with the foundation. So please welcome Melissa Womack.
Absolutely. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you all for having me back again. It's always a pleasure to be here. Last time I shared some personal connections that I had with Rotary, and I'm going to continue that today. So I told you my grandfather was in Rotary, and fun fact, he actually grew up in Beaumont. You didn't know that, but he is a Lamar Cardinal, or was a Lamar Cardinal. And here's another fun connection that's not related to Rotary, but just what a small world it is. Shane Webb was actually the pastor at my grandmother's church before he came here. And so when we moved here at the same time, my husband's also a pastor, we moved here all at the same time. And so it's just a fun connection. I mean, Rotary brings people together, right? So
Yes.
we had an amazing event, Supplies for Success, and I'm excited to share with you all how we did. Do you have our, okay, it's coming up, our report. We spent 2 weeks leading up to the event, packing backpacks. Kroger, we had supply kits that we were able to put into the backpacks. All of our backpacks were donated from BioWorld. So 100% of our backpacks and the supplies that went in them were donated. We did not have to buy any of it, which was huge. Able to give away over 5,000 backpacks. That's still a little bit in progress, so I'll explain. We had 3,300 given away at the event at Joy and Ralph Ellis Stadium. It was really fun. We talked last time, the downside of the drive-through event is that you don't have some of the same interaction, but we still had a lot of fun entertainment happening. So we had the Wave the Air guy to welcome our families, and then we had the drum line from MacArthur, and we also had a drill team from MacArthur, and then Irving, I believe, also brought their drum line. So they were providing entertainment as the kids drove through. They got to drive through and get their backpack and a little goodie bag with snacks and their school supplies. And then over at Bowie Middle School, we were offering immunizations that were required for students to attend school. And we also had a little bit of a resource fair there. So while they were waiting in line for their immunizations, they could also learn about different resources that are available to them in the community. So we're hoping we'll be able to expand that even more next year and continue offering more to our students. But after the event, we had about 2,000 backpacks that will be distributed evenly among the schools because kids start school during the school year, new kids move in, and so we want to be able to have that available to them, as well as the students who aren't able to make it to the event. We don't want them to miss out just because they couldn't attend. So over 2,000 go to those campuses and different departments within the school district. So we were very excited to say that we passed out over 5,000 backpacks this year. We had some amazing sponsorships, $33,000 in monetary sponsorships, but then almost the same amount in in-kind donations, which is just goes to show that even if you don't have money to give, your donations of things and time are also just as valuable. So we had, as I mentioned, Kroger and BioWorld donated all of the supply kits and backpacks. And then we had so many groups that had their own drives. The fire stations collected school supplies. And so what we're able to do with that leftover supplies is that it fills up our C2C store, which has been a huge hit this year. We have filled up nearly every appointment slot for the past 2 weeks, and we've added times on Fridays and Saturdays. Our teachers are finding out about it and they want to come shop. We were not in our warehouse at this time last year, so we're so excited that we're able to offer this to them before their school year starts. We're setting them up for success just like we did with our students. So anything that wasn't passed out at our event, like I said, goes into our CDC store. Our teachers come and shop there for free, and it's also open year round. And special thanks, we had over 100 volunteers come to the event. In those 2 weeks leading up to the actual day of the event, we had a couple of youth groups, we had employees from Wells Fargo, we had different groups from schools, the Singley Academy Theater Department brought students, so we actually packed much quicker than we anticipated, and we finished early, and then we were finding other jobs for our volunteers. There's always stuff to do, so we are very grateful for that group, those groups that came, and then the day of the event. It was hot, y'all. I mean, I don't have to tell you that. We were there from about 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. passing out those backpacks. Yes, it started out kind of a little bit. No.
Less than 100?
But yeah, we had some very wonderful volunteers that didn't mind standing out there directing traffic, checking in students, passing out backpacks, and then our lovely Crystal was helping make sure that they stay hydrated and fed. So it was a great event, and we are looking forward, as always, to doing it again. I thought I would just share a couple of things that we have in store. I know I'll be back later this fall to talk to you all about our holiday event. But with September right around the corner, that is Hunger Action Month nationally. So we're going to be doing a lot of fun initiatives to raise money for Food for Thought. As you all know, school starts on Monday, so all these kids are coming back. They may have had resources where they had food throughout the summer, but they get back to school. This year, K-8 is receiving free breakfast and lunch. High school students will have to apply for the free and reduced lunch program, but they will still have that option. And then, so we are going to come in once again and provide those bags of food on the weekends. 1,500 bags a week is about what we're doing. We're at 3 locations. If y'all want to come help pack bags, we'd love to have you at our warehouse or Bowie Middle School. So we do that every week. We're looking at having a district-wide food drive, but every campus will be able to participate. And we have recently been able to connect with the NFL alumni chapter of Dallas. And so they're going to be offering one of their alums to come speak to the winning school, whoever brings the most food. We're looking at how we can get involved in some of the athletics programs in the district to raise awareness. So you all know, with 30,000 students in our district, there is a lot of need, and no matter how much we're doing, there's always more that we can do. So we are really excited to be able to offer some of these new initiatives and ways of making sure that people know they can help, that there's a need. So beyond that, in October, we will be having, bringing back Kindness Week, also known as Anti-Bullying Week. We're going to bring in a speaker to talk with all of our 7th graders. We're also going to be having a lot of different resources and activities for every grade level. It's going to be a week-long celebration. So we're really excited about bringing that back finally after a hiatus from the pandemic. So that's just a little preview. Like I said, I'll be back in the fall, so y'all will probably get tired of hearing me speak. But does anyone have questions about our event and what we have coming up? How you'd like to get involved? Yes.
What happened with the clear backpack thing? Did y'all end up having to use clear ones?
The district decided not to require it. However, we did order some. They were in such high demand that we went ahead and snatched some up in case they decided to do it. And we actually will need to be using them because we have such a high demand. So some of the groups that asked for backpacks, we didn't have as many left over from the event. And so we will be using those. They'll be put to good use, but not required for high school students this year anyway. Well, I will be back, so don't forget.
All right, we do have time for announcements, but our first announcement is an in-house thing that we'd like to try to do this year. So I'm inviting Dr. Carter, our Director of Club Services, to come talk to us about our service hours in the community.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and take a few of my moments and give them to Lieutenant Cody Johns and ask him to come up here. And we were talking, congratulations on great supplies for success, by the way. I think there was also some announcement on social media, $75,000 Oh, so just all Irving School Foundation? 10 different. Outstanding. Well, congratulations again. Another entity, I think this alluded to this, had their own school supply and drive at that thing. So I'm going to ask the Cody Johns to waive those on Salvation Armies. Correct.
Well, thank you so much for that. Yes, so we actually weren't planning on going to do a back to school bash, but Whataburger called us, says, hey, we have about 250 backpacks and supplies we'd like to hand out to the community. Would you do it at your facility? And so we said, yes, we would love to. And once we said yes to them, Hertz, the rental car company, reached out to us the next day, says, hey, we have about 100 backpacks we're going to give you. We're like, sure, let's do this. So we ended up getting everything ready. We had a week to get all together at our facility, and it happened yesterday from 4 to 6. We were actually able to give out all of our backpacks. We gave about 500 backpacks away, but we also had bounce houses and games, and we also did popcorn, snow cones, and also I was able to man the grill and do some hot dogs, which they all turned out great. Everybody enjoyed it. But it was just nice to see the community out, just laughing, having fun, and still be able to hand out some more pets and say thank you for what y'all did. That's just an amazing thing that y'all did. So I just want to give you more round of applause for that. So thank you for that. So thank you for this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Cody. We're going to go ahead and tell you about this little form. We're going to go ahead and make the effort to document our volunteer hours. So it's a very basic form. It's got some general categories. It's got a little section just for hours, that type of thing. We're going to try to make this as easy as possible. So these forms are actually going to be after signing every time we have a meeting. So either before or after the meeting, you can just go ahead and fill out something. And this can be something as general as you serve in our church board, that type of thing. We consider all forms of community service volunteers as part of our service hours. And if it's easier for you to go ahead and do this electronically, just let me know, send me an email, and I'll be happy to send you just a little small template to fill it out as much as you want to. The whole point is to go ahead and get a documentation of the time and service to our community. So that's all I have, President Shane. Thanks.
Thank you. Got my cheat sheet.
Thank you, Dr. Barr. We do want to track our service hours because one of the things I've noticed being a member of this club is that we do great service together, but as individual Rotarians, we're all working for different nonprofits, serving on boards, going out and picking up trash in the community, working with our schools. So anything that you're not being paid to do, that you are serving as a volunteer, whether that's Urban Cares, Salvation Army, Irving School, School Foundation, if you're packing meals for them, any of that kind of work, if you will document it on a monthly or whenever you think about it, if you'll let us know and put it on the form or send Dr. Carr an email. At the end of the year, we just want to celebrate the impact that we've had as a group and see the number of service hours that we're actually doing, because I have a feeling, just knowing and seeing Rotarians out in the community working with these nonprofits, that it will be a significant number. And I think that's something we need to celebrate. So I appreciate your help in that. That's one of the initiatives I had for this year. We mentioned the past president's meeting, September 1st, 10:30. So if that is you, please be there. We also have coming up our district governor visit on August the 25th. So that will be here, and board members remember that our meeting will be at 11 before the club meeting, the regular club meeting. That's the only time we'll meet before. Most of the time our board will meet after our noon meeting. I think we have a team for Bowl-a-thon set now, but if you're interested, we'll still take guests and people that would like to participate. I voluntold a couple members of the Sunrise Rotary Club so we can fill out our team. I do bring greetings from Sunrise. I got up this morning, so I went and spoke to their club, and we talked about how we would like to collaborate together when we do things like the 4th of July parade. I think that was a huge success. Our happy hours, we've got one coming up next week. That was my next announcement, that next week there will not be a noon meeting, so please don't come. Don't come next week to the noon meeting. This is a reminder. Both clubs will be together for a social. Please consider not only coming, but bringing guests. We always have fun. It's laid back. You don't have to come right at 5, but sometime between 5 and 7. Bring someone that might be interested in Rotary or meeting our fine folks. So that is coming up the 18th, 5 to 7 here at the Country Club. So this is your reminder. We will send out an email. Do we have other announcements? Maybe some flag elements coming up? Dr. Barr?
Building flags on the 20th, Saturday the 20th. 8:30 to 9:30 to finish up what we little bit we have about 40 flags that we need to finish up to make us ready for Labor Day and Patriots Day.
Awesome. So if you've never done that before, it's a really fun group of people to work with. So check that out. You won't be sorry, and they have been very efficient, right, Bill? About knocking it out in an hour or so.
Yes, sir. We're done by 9:30.
So,
absolutely.
And in the warehouse, it's not too hot, and so we get it done and get out of there. So consider being a part of that. Other announcements for the benefit of the club.
Thanks, Mike.
Come on.
Losing my voice.
I missed earlier, I'm sorry, we're meeting with our superintendent who's on today, and I just want to make sure that everyone keeps our kids, our teachers in their thoughts and prayers for Monday, with school starting, and I don't know if we can all do Ms. Hernandez or not, no? Okay, do sign language, way away, hard. But we were just actually just meeting with her, just talking about how excited the teachers are, but also just how nervous they are too, with everything that's going on in other school districts. It just has, there's a little fear out there, so let's keep them in our prayers. And the reason I'm losing my voice is because we've been doing campus visits all week. So we go to all our campuses talking about all the resources that we have in the community. And I just want to thank Rotary. You guys have always been a great partner to us, and you're the reason we're able to offer these things to our teachers, to where all they have to worry about is showing up with a smile on their face and bringing 100% to these kids every day. Because sometimes that's when a smile kids can get all day. They feel that love from their teachers. And you guys take that off their shoulders. We're able to give them supplies they need. Hey, you got a kid that doesn't have clean clothes? We've got uniforms, socks, underwear, come get it. So thank you, Rotary, for doing that. And I would be remiss if I didn't introduce my guest. We were running late for our meeting, but Phil Netters is here. Possible future Rotarian. I didn't have someone on the way here, but Phil is our board chair, and it's really led us in a great direction as we navigated the pandemic and continue to navigate our new world. So thank you, Chief. And again, Monday, lots of fun kiddos coming back.
Awesome. Are there any other announcements, Laura?
K-9 Defenders is having our first public graduation since the pandemic tomorrow at noon at North Lake College. If you've never been to one, it's a great chance to see the full circle of the work, the fundraiser, and the leash to the person with disability, and see everything happen. So it's a lot of fun. If anybody wants to come, then let that is amazing. Noon.
We're gonna get a announcement from Magda, but it takes some doing.
Yes, can everyone hear me?
Not yet, Magda.
Okay.
Hold on.
Magda, go ahead.
Thank you. Can everyone hear me now? Yes?
Go ahead, Magda.
Okay, good afternoon. Can everyone hear me? Yes?
Kinda.
Yes? Can you hear me? No? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good afternoon. Sorry I couldn't be there in person today, but I did have an opportunity to be there last week with our amazing coaches. I just want to thank everyone, Rotary, for always supporting the work that we do in Irving ISD and Irving Schools Foundation. I know today was your day to shine at Rotary. Just couldn't do what we do without your support. Very proud to say that last Tuesday, we welcome all our 4,500 employees back to Irving ISD. Lots of excitement to our fourth convocation at Toyota Music Factory. So proud of that moment. We have some incredible things coming our way, but I do want to ask that you keep us in your prayers, because we do start and welcome our over 32,000 students this Monday. So please keep us in your prayers, as we have a lot of work to do. And but it's exciting, great work, but we couldn't do it without your support. I do believe that there is power in all of us to make Irving ISD the best district in the nation. And I keep saying this, I'm claiming it, and we are on the map now. So just again, can't thank you enough for the work that you do.
Thank you, Superintendent Magda Hernandez. We're glad to have you as part of our club to keep us informed of things going on in our school districts. Friends, one other exciting piece of news is that Ryan Maney and I are working on getting a Rotary Club launched at Dallas Baptist University. I have a meeting this afternoon with the Vice President of Student Affairs, so things are coming along with that. And we're excited that there's going to be a chance for a partnership there between us. And because we are almost at time, I'm going to invite us to stand. Lieutenant John Cody, Lieutenant Cody Childs, will you lead us in the four-way test?
Yes, we stand after we recite the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. First,
is it the truth?
Second,